Okay. This I feel like literally every video is unpopular at this point, but this was kind of bothersome to me, and I just want to break down why. Basically, I watch like sometimes I actually watch are they called the Cartier family or whatever, their videos. Now, I watched one of those videos, maybe I'll sorry. So I watched one of those videos and here's the thing. I was pretty pissed. I it felt insulting to me and I want to explain like why I was insulted basically. Um Here's the thing. Personally, I don't have any empathy for the little white children who were drowned out or whatever in Texas. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any like positive words or anything. I feel like at this point in my life, I just feel like, let God sort them out in a very serious way. Like, I think we are in a place in society, in the world, where like karmic retribution is all there is. Like there's just no more. It's not really about like radical feminism. It's not about like Protestant Christianity, nothing. I think all the people who claim to be like religious and righteous will also have their days when it's just kind of like testing the boundaries of that. But the thing that just drives me up the fucking wall is this like cry. It's like a plea for empathy from people who you've notoriously like not given a shit about. And then also to expect that now we're all going to be like kind and friendly. Like what? This ain't the Care Bears, and it like never has been that way. It's like a society full of like racists and people full of vitriol, and I'm confused about when we pretended like it was something else. Like it's strange. Like that's not even the point. That's not what made me mad though. What actually made me mad is to hear the Cartier twins. Like, there's one thing to come out, and if you personally felt empathy because, like, something really awful in society happened, and you're like, oh, I saw that, and that really broke my heart. That's one thing. Like, you can feel that way, and then you can come with your empathy. They didn't even come from that place. And I want to make that clear. So it wasn't just like something bad happened and then someone is coming on to be like, oh man, this really bad thing happened and I just want to express my sorrow about that is not what they came. That's not the premise of any of their commentary. All of their commentary is coming from the criticism of a black woman who got online and was basically like, why are y'all feeling empathy for these children but not those children? And she was talking about like ICE detention camps and basically talking about the literal hypocrisy that like everyone is actually displaying where they're trying to build this empathy circle around one group of kids who was drowned out, but then all the other kids who are being harmed in other ways. And you talk about that and people will tell you to shut the fuck up. It's like look, I remember when I was on LinkedIn and there were people basically protesting Black Lives Matter. I think protesting Black Lives Matter, the organization is one thing. You can be like, you can critique all day I don't know, bullshit, the fraud that the actual organization brought out. That's totally fair. I'm actually willing to have that conversation. There's a whole other conversation though about in America Black lives actually not mattering. And I feel like there's just like a long enough pattern in history for that to be like really cemented in the root of the country, but that's not even the point that I'm making. So the point that I'm making is that like I remember on LinkedIn when people were like sharing articles and posting basically about how sad they were about all of the things that were happening. Like, it was like professional, black people were like, oh my God, I'm afraid for my children, things like that. And other people got on there and they were like, shut the fuck up. This is not the time to talk about that. We need to talk. This is a professional environment to talk about, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to figure out like why it's okay. Like, see, when shit happens in a community, in a society, and then you try to like suppress the human aspect of that, There's a whole other video that I'm going to make about culture fit because I do think that it's like an important conversation for us to have. It kind of goes back to what I was talking about with DeepSeek. The reason DeepSeek is important is it's because like racism versus capitalism, like China has a homogenous society, and you can see it like step by step and day by day. Like they just don't have the baggage of the racism, and it's like so big. Like if you actually go watch what happened when the tariffs hit, it was like the day after the tariffs hit, all Chinese influencers got on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and they literally flipped the entire narrative of like, here is where you get these designer bags. Here's the price of the designer bag. And here's how you can purchase the designer bag specifically from us without going through any third party vendor. And we will ship the shit to you for free. That changed the economy of exports and like taxes from China to the US. That's what I'm trying to, that's the point here. It's not just about like some philosophy or some like racialized idea. It's about a group saying like, we are a part of this racial group, and our economic system behind that supports and promotes that, and fuck everybody else. That is what I want really fellow Habesha people to understand, which I do feel like some of y'all are getting on board. So kudos to that. But really, African people understand that as well. Like this isn't working because of that. And you can compare that to a society who it is working with. And even going one step further than that, you can say like, how do we like apply the lessons? And to me, this instance is useful to call out because it's almost like not even well to do, compassionate Black conservatives. Like if they really want to be compassionate about something, why wouldn't they be compassionate toward the Black children who are being lost every day, or the Black mothers who are aborting all the Black children? They don't say shit about that. You know what I mean? Like they don't actually care. That's the point that I'm trying to make. It's performative compassion, and it's like performative compassion for a group that isn't even your group. Like these dudes don't live in Texas. They aren't white. They're not a part of that church. They don't know these people at all. And they didn't even make a video that was actually like, oh my God, this bad thing happened. They legitimately came with heat and vitriol for a Black woman. That was what the whole premises of the video was. Fuck them. That's the point. Like, just fuck them forever. And I think like more people are kind of understanding what I'm saying when I say that. Like, look for yourself. Like, quite literally, see the shit for like it's pathetic and it sounds so bad because it's like, damn, like y'all have like mothers, sisters, hopefully not children. Please, nobody give these men children. Like, take them away. That's insane. Like that, it's like I can't even describe how wild that is. Like I actually understand the members of that church being like, oh my God, this is so awful, and their own communities coming out and being like, wow, this is awful. But it's like the New York Times is talking about it, and it's on every news channel. It's like the Diddy shit. Once again, like if you are not the freak off, why the fuck would you care? Like it's so strange. Like no one else if you're not participating in that, like okay, then just move on. But like, why do I have to watch Megyn Kelly talk about this every fucking day in and out as though like she wasn't at the freak off? So like what? Like it's not it just doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. I it's very confusing. And I saw them post about it 2 times, which even made me even more upset. It was like the first time I kind of saw a little bit of it, I like brushed it off and it was like, this doesn't really impact me that much. Whatever. I'm not a part of that community. Whatever. But then it's like they're like literally at this point like attacking this woman and basically trying to call her. And then wait, okay, so the guy on the left, and maybe I'll actually clip this. So the guy on the left literally says, if I saw this woman on the street and she was like needing help, I wouldn't help her or something like that. And then he called her evil. He was like, yeah, well, she's straight evil. It's just like I don't understand. It's not that I don't understand. I do understand, but the argument doesn't make sense. It's like when your own house is on fire, maybe just worry about that. Just focus on fucking putting out your own fire. Don't go out and have a conversation about somebody else's house being on fire. Put your own shit out. Like it's just, ugh. This is I don't it's like so strange. And then the other weird part is this. Why is it? How is it that I keep seeing like I'm sorry, I think maybe I should like unpack this more, but I have a deep hate for Tyler Perry. He's so strange. He's just so strange. I've never seen anyone like cosplay as super gay like that. Like, it's okay to just come out of the closet and then just, wear a dress in public or something. I don't know. Like, just be that. But it's like, and then, so he's coming on too saying something. I don't know. Maybe he's going to tell black women to deal with the phone bill shit again. I don't know. It's something that happened with him and Kirk Franklin are having a talk. Like, why? Why is it that now that more black women are coming online and distancing themselves from him and them specifically, now everybody wants to have conversations? Now there wants to be like a community building or platform. It's confusing, and I just don't think I'm the only one who is like who sees the hypocrisy for what it is and is just kind of like, wait a minute, like full stop. You know what I mean? Like just full stop. It's strange. It's giving weird, and I'm like, I'm not even. It's not interesting. It's bothersome.